You sending her those long emotional texts, wondering why she's ghosting? Or maybe you're the nice guy, always available, always agreeable, and always in the friend zone? You're making every mistake in the book. It's not about being a jerk. It's about understanding what actually makes a woman feel attraction. And trust me, it's probably the opposite of what you've been told. Based Hades here. No fluff, just the raw truth from my personal experience. Let's get into it. First up, your phone is a tool, not your therapist. You, and I mean you, are likely over-texting. I've seen it 1,000 times. Guys send paragraphs asking a dozen questions, trying to build a connection through a screen. That's a fundamental misunderstanding of attraction dynamics. The purpose of texting in the early stages is singular. Set the goddamn meetup. That's it. It's a logistical tool. Think of it like this. If you're writing a novel over text, you're signaling low value. You're conveying that your time isn't valuable, that you have nothing better to do, and that you're seeking validation from her replies. I learned this the hard way. Trust me. My rule? Minimum viable communication. A few playful jabs, some light teasing, maybe a callback to something funny you actually did in person. Then hit her with, "Hey, I'm grabbing a drink at Place on Day, you should swing by." Or, "Got something interesting happening this weekend, I'll tell you about it over a coffee." Notice the subtle framing. You're doing something, she's invited to join your exciting life. Not, "What are you doing?" or "Want to hang out?" Weak, desperate. Make her qualify for your time. And for the love of the gods, never, ever double text. If she doesn't reply, she didn't reply. Move on or wait. Your value diminishes with every extra message. Now, let's talk about in-person interaction, frame and flow. When you're talking to a woman, especially one you're trying to attract, your frame is everything. What's your frame? It's your perspective, your reality, and your expectations. Most guys walk in seeking approval, trying to impress. That's a low-value frame. My personal approach, what I found works consistently, is to operate from a frame of abundance and self-amusement. I'm not there to get something from her. I'm there to see if she is interesting enough for my time and attention. This means a few things, practically. First, your eye contact. Strong, direct, unblinking. Not creepy, but confident. Don't look away first. This communicates dominance and presence. Second, your voice. Lower, slower, deliberate. Avoid vocal fry or speaking too quickly, which projects nervousness. Third, your body language. Open, relaxed, taking up space. No fidgeting, no crossed arms, no shifty eyes. These are basic alpha signals. When you're actually talking, focus on leading the interaction. Don't interview her. Ask open-ended questions, but then pivot to your own experiences, your own stories. Share, don't just extract. Tease her, playfully challenge her. If she says something you mildly disagree with, don't just nod. Say, I don't know about that. Sounds like typical something funny but slightly dismissive. This creates tension. It shows you're not easily impressed, and it makes her work to gain your approval. It's what I've learned makes women lean in, genuinely. The moment you become a validating nod bot, you're done. This brings me to the nice guy myth, why it kills attraction. This is a bitter pill for many of you to swallow, but it's a truth I've observed countless times. Being nice in the way most guys understand it, overly accommodating, always agreeable, never setting boundaries, showering her with compliments and favors without reciprocation, is a surefire way to land yourself in the friend zone, or worse, become her emotional tampon. Women are not attracted to kindness alone. They are attracted to strength, purpose, confidence, and leadership. When you're the nice guy, you're signaling that you lack options, that you're dependent on her for validation, and that you're not confident enough to stand up for yourself. You put her on a pedestal, and in doing so, you demote yourself. I learned this when I saw guys who were objectively worse than me on paper, less money, less looks, pulling women because they had backbone, they had boundaries, and they weren't afraid to walk away. They didn't need her, they chose her. You need to cultivate that same mindset.
Stop doing favors for her that she hasn't earned. Stop being available 24/7. Your time and energy are valuable. Next, maintaining desire beyond the initial chase. So, you've got the girl. Good for you. Now, don't screw it up. This is where most guys get complacent. They think the game ends when she's theirs. Wrong. Attraction is not static. It's an ongoing process, a dynamic push and pull. You need to keep being the man she was attracted to in the first place. That means maintaining your purpose, your passions, your life outside of her. My experience dictates this. If your world starts revolving solely around her, she will eventually lose respect and attraction. She needs to feel like you are a force moving through the world, and she is a valued part of that journey, not the sole destination. Keep growing. Keep challenging yourself. Go to the gym, build your business, pursue your hobbies, have your own friends. Don't let your identity merge with hers. This scarcity of your time, this abundance of your own life, paradoxically makes her want to be a bigger part of it. If you're always there, always available, always doing whatever she wants, you become wallpaper, and nobody wants to be wallpaper. Finally, red flags and boundaries. Don't be a doormat. This is crucial, fellas. I've seen too many men tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or passive-aggressive behavior because they're afraid of losing the girl. Let me tell you, if you tolerate it, you're teaching her that it's acceptable. And trust me, women
subconsciously test boundaries. That's not malicious. It's often an unconscious need to find the limits of your strength. If you have none, you're weak. My advice, based on years of navigating these waters, identify your non-negotiables. What behavior is unacceptable to you? When she crosses a line, and she will, they all do, you must address it calmly, firmly, and with clear consequences. Not anger, not begging, but a statement of your standard. I don't tolerate being spoken to like that. If it happens again, I'm leaving. And then you must be prepared to follow through. The first time you compromise your boundaries for fear of losing her, you've lost. You've ceded your frame, your self-respect, and inevitably her respect for you. Value yourself enough to walk away from disrespect. It's the ultimate display of self-worth, and ironically, it's often the very thing that makes them respect you enough to stick around. So, there you have it. This isn't some fluffy self-help crap. This is what I've personally seen work, what truly moves the needle. Go out there, absorb it, apply it, and stop making the same mistakes as all the other average guys out there. You're better than that.